Hey there, food fans. Welcome back to the Food for ThoughtCast with me, your host, Melissa Reagan, and my co host with the most, Chef Steven Gonzalez.
Amazing.
I can read a script. Woo!
I'm Melissa Reagan. You're Steven Gonzalez.
It's 2024. Identity theft is rampant, and we can do whatever we want. And we can
We can do whatever we want. What's up, my guy?
I can do whatever I want. It's a long hashtag. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey, buddy. Well, I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. You?
Same. I would say same, but I got to work. So there's that.
Yeah. Well, you have to work, and I thought that I was going to be alone eating fast food on Thanksgiving, but things changed.
Well, things happen, and that's why we never make plans, because things never go according to
plans.
Right.
According to plans.
Well, I think before we get into all that, we need to discuss a very important matter. I'm very disappointed in you.
Why?
Because we didn't talk about what the most amazing thing we had all week was.
I know, it's getting there. Oh my
gosh. We're rushing. We're not following the usual formula.
I'm not Russian. I'm American. Steve, you first. What was the most amazing thing you ate?
We're not Russian. I had borscht. Not really. So you know how sometimes you have to have a meal, and it's just whatever the hell you can find in your freezer?
Yes.
Okay. Air fried biscuits and sausage. Yesterday, I had a day off. And we did nothing. We watched TV, we air fried biscuits, had sausage, and yeah, it was amazing.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah, no effort at all.
Sometimes you need a day like that.
I've had a lot of those days lately, but I'm at work, so I can't do it.
I had a similar situation. I worked a really long day yesterday. And when I got off work, I was like, well, there is, I did my due diligence, as it were, and I've meal prepped, and there's lots of things in the freezer, none of which I want to eat, is how it usually goes. So a new location of the chain, Dave's Hot Chicken, just opened here on Friday. I believe it was started with two friends in a parking lot with some Fry Daddy deep fryers on folding tables in LA, if I'm not mistaken. But It's that kind of the Nashville hot vibes. So I had two sliders. You can choose like all the way down from like no spice all the way up to Carolina Reaper. I get it medium, and it comes with pickles and kale slaw on the slider. You can add cheese, but I'm not about that life. But I got two of those. They're like pretty good size, and they have crinkle fries, which I know you hate. But they put nacho cheese on them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Can I actually take back my meal?
I'm gonna take it back.
Okay, you're gonna be proud of me. You're actually gonna be proud of me.
Yeah.
And I texted you the day that it happened. So we
went. Oh, that's right.
Yes, we went to go have Tall City Meat Market. My wife had prime rib. I had sirloin. We had scalloped potatoes, and I had green beans.
Yes.
And you want to know the craziest part was it didn't taste anything like green beans at all. So
what did it taste like? Chicken?
It tasted like you got a lot of the salty bacon out of it, and it was like the liquid that they use for refried or pinto beans. I'm sorry. Holy crap! It was good, and yeah, they weren't crunchy at all. They weren't at all. You couldn't taste the green beans at all, and I ate them.
So you could just taste like all the seasonings and fixins and like a crap load of bacon. Is that
just totally
just like
the flavor?
Bacon broth
the best things ever. I happen to know the owner, and I told him the same thing. I was like, I don't eat green beans, and these are good. What's up? He goes, well, I don't like green beans either, and yeah, they're delicious. And he wouldn't tell me their secret. All he said was, the people back there make some good food, which is true.
It has to be like a lot of animal fat. A ton.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
That's usually how you make them taste good.
That's true.
I love it. Yeah, I remember Steve texted that to me, and I told him I was proud of him. I'm always proud of you, but especially proud of you if you're going to eat like a green bean or a pickle.
That's true. Pickles, we're getting there. We're taking baby steps, okay?
Baby steps. But you like
Yes.
pickled things,
Steps,
right?
step
So it's
baby.
really just dill pickles, right?
Yeah.
You like
But
other pickled items.
if I have dill pickles, they gotta be fried and just completely covered with ranch. Notice there's a pattern here. We're totally covering up the flavor of vegetable.
But you like, so we haven't really dove into this. Like, you like cucumbers, right?
Yes,
But you're not really crazy about dill as an herb.
correct.
But
Slowly. I'm slowly coming around to it.
do you like sweet pickles though?
I can do sweet pickles.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All right then. So
I
so
told
you're
you
just this much
I'm
of a
like that.
psychopath.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You'll also be proud of
Yeah.
me. There was, man, I forgot where it was. We went to San Antonio and we ate at this restaurant, or like it was a brunch spot or whatever. And we got an order of fries. And guess what they were? Crinkle cut fries. And you know what? They were actually really good because they were actually fried and crispy.
Were they
And
crispy? Yeah.
yeah, that's the
took
only way
it.
to do it. I don't like crinkle cut fries because I can remember being a kid going to my grandma's house and then she would make that stuff for us with like chicken nuggets and all that stuff. And the fries were just soggy and like not my
We were
favorite.
like frozen from a bag, like in the oven.
Yeah.
It just you really you got to put a lot of effort. Like you need like 45 minutes to make them good.
Yeah. And God bless my grandma. I mean, she had to cook for like three picky ass kids.
Yeah.
Me being very, very picky. But you know what? Her tortillas from scratch were the best. And so when we would go over there, she would make like the best breakfast tacos and she would make the best cookies and muffins and pancakes and all sorts of
No.
stuff, right? But like when it came to like heating stuff up, I think it was her that did it. I don't know. Someone from my childhood gave me like really soggy crinkle cut fries, which scarred
And it
me.
just ruined it. You have PTSD.
I know my mom's gonna listen and be like, "Your grandma never made you crinkle cut fries, mentiroso." Someone did. I don't remember, but that's what I remember as a kid.
Mentira. Lies.
But,
Lies.
yeah. So
Well,
Friendsgiving.
growing up with a twin brother that doesn't eat hardly any vegetables, I ate many a frozen French fry in my life, but they were usually like reserved for him. You know, he would usually have like a grilled chicken nugget, baked piece of chicken, and a frozen French fry, tater tot, waffle fry. Like take your pick of whatever. If it came in a bag and could go in the oven, that's what happened.
Nice.
Friendsgiving. So you mentioned that you're going to a friend's house.
Yes. I gotta work. So fortunately, my job, we close at noon on Thanksgiving. So that means I only have to work a half day.
Nice.
Which is great. And then I get to drive back and I'm giving my friend my turkey so he can smoke it. I know he's going to do a really good job because he makes a hell of a brisket.
But where will he find a paper big enough?
That's a good question. Well, my turkey's been sitting in the brine. I think I'm going to be like right shy of 2 weeks. So let me ask you, am I a psychopath for brining for that long?
No. I mean, you've done it before and you're still alive. So
yeah. Well,
to me, I'm like, does it get funky though? Oh, okay. So you put it in the brine frozen and the brine was cold?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you probably still had 3-4 days until that thing slacked out, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if you really think about it, they make turkeys in the package in brine.
Sure.
So what's the difference?
I guess there's not, except that they're stored like cryovac or frozen. The only thing I worry about with the brine that long, because like a home refrigerator is not, it's just not as cold as like a walk-in refrigerator. You know what I mean?
True.
So the only thing I'm just like, you open the door, close the door, you put things in and out of there. I'm like, does the liquid get scummy? Does the temperature go off? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's my beer fridge, which hardly gets used. So there's also that. But tomorrow I'm going to take it out and I'm going to spatchcock it, throw a ton of butter underneath the skin, inject it, rub it with mayo, and then I'm going to take it to him and say, all right, here you go. On Thursday, you're just going to smoke it and have fun with it. Cook it up to 160 and let it carry over. If it's not completely cooked, there's ways to, speed up the process.
Yeah, for sure. Well, how many pounds is it?
I don't remember.
Hmm? He's like, and that's a great question. Okay, got it.
Something like that.
So at some point in my late 30s, my beer fridge became my sparkling water fridge. Not quite sure what happened there, but
Same.
I have like
Exact same.
I like about 5 flavors of assorted sparkly things.
I still have tequila, and I still have vodka, and I still have sparkling wine in there, and
I have
old beer.
I have rye and vodka. That's all I got.
I still have a lot of alcohol that people bring and that I don't drink. So, and I tell them, "Come on over, help me drink all this," and they bring more stuff. It's like, no, this is I invited you to drink what's in my cabinets in my fridge right now. Come on.
Be a buddy and please help me get rid of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as fate would have it, there are a lot of people supporting my job right now from other places. So they're away from home and don't have anywhere to be. So I thought it would be really nice to offer anybody who wanted to come over a place to be and a hot meal.
Is it going to be at your house?
It's going to be my house. Amazingly, everybody that's coming doesn't really give a crap about traditional Thanksgiving menu. So I get to do what I want, which is amazing. So yeah, that's going down. And you're talking about like getting people to bring over what they want to drink. Same. I'm just like BYOB. If like I'll have like sweet tea, unsweet tea, Diet Coke, water. Like five kinds of sparkling water and rye and vodka. If you want something else, you should bring it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there'll be 4 people plus me. It'll be great.
Now you texted me a menu of things that people were talking about, and it sounded out of this world.
Yeah, it's happening.
You should tell the listeners as to what it is that you have.
Yes. So I caught a really good deal on some sirloin medallions last week, like some Angus sirloin. They were cut like fillets. They're not really a fillet because they're not from the tenderloin, but you get my drift, like a little baseball steak, little hockey pucks, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna do those Angus beef medallions. So I went ahead and doubled up. I'm playing it smart because A, I didn't get anything Thanksgiving related. I mean, hardly. B, I'm not waiting until Wednesday to go shopping. I'm getting groceries delivered tomorrow night, which will be great.
Nice.
Right? so excuse me. So I'm going to do those medallions. I'm going to marinate them with garlic and rosemary and thyme, olive oil, salt and pepper, and probably some French Lone Star beef rub.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to sear them extremely hard on the stove and then finish them in the oven and probably put garlic butter on them at the end. So I'm going to do some lamb legs steaks. I caught a sale on those. These look to be a little bit pre-seasoned. So as my Thanksgiving flavor tie-in, I'm going to serve them with cranberry Dijon, which I'll give you a quick hint. It's going to be a couple tablespoons of whole berry cranberry sauce from the can mixed with Dijon and heat it up. It's going to be amazing. So nice. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to sear those on the stove and finish them in the oven.
You're taking a page out of my book, huh?
Yeah.
I love doing that. I love leg of lamb and then just cutting them into steaks and just...
Yeah. Well, these were prepackaged, and I was like, well, that's an interesting cut because, a lot of the times you'll see like the little baby T-bones from the lamb. I really like those a lot. I'm not going to lie, I buy my groceries online a lot, whether it's pickup or delivery, because I'm like, I think it is worth $9.95 for somebody to come to my house and leave it on the porch, and so I just kind of, you just catch whatever oddball thing. It's not as much fun as like looking for everything, but my times are premium. So I'm like, hey, if I don't have to go to the store, then great. I'm going to do a huge antipasto spread. So what do you, for Thanksgiving, do you ever like put out pickles and pickled items and meats and cheeses, or do you think like that was big when like I was growing up?
And the cured meats and now, I mean, it depends. Like we typically I cook a meal for like me and my wife and maybe a third person, and I cook for like 20 people. And it's just all like Thanksgiving stuff, you know. So like charcuterie is kind of out of the question just for that reason because there's so damn much food.
Yeah.
But this year, yeah, it's different. Like I literally my wife wants oyster stuffing and green bean casserole, and then of course a turkey. Meanwhile, nobody else is doing anything traditional. I think my buddy's doing like a pork butt, and I don't remember what else.
So
But still.
are you doing the stuffing in the? So you took the turkey, right? And
Mhm.
you're doing the stuffing in the casserole.
Well, yes and no. I
Okay.
started the turkey. My friend's gonna finish it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then my wife wants a couple of traditional things. So
Where's the oyster stuffing come from? Is that from her side?
yeah, she likes all that stuff. I think I've done it before. And the best part about leftover stuffing is you can throw it in the waffle maker and then you're good.
I mean, it's a stuffing waffle.
Or you do what Steven does and just make them into balls and air fry those, and then you have like air fried corn.
Croquette.
Yeah. I'm gonna say fritters, but yeah, croquette sounds fancier.
Fritter. Yeah, fritter. In the South, we call it a fritter. So green bean casserole, are you making cream and mushroom from scratch?
I don't think my wife. I think she ordered cream and mushroom soup already. But if I have to make it from scratch, actually, that would be a good winter video. So I am overdue for that. But I have to get off my lazy butt on my days off and actually do it. That's the problem.
It's hard though because we work really hard for those days off, and then when they come around, it's like I don't want to do anything.
You're unmotivated. Plus, my house is still being renovated, so we're almost there. So it's like, oh, it's so close yet so far. So
yeah,
that's that.
Yeah, I get that. I always thought it might be really tasty to do a riff on the green bean casserole and do like 3 or 4 different kinds of mushrooms. Like, don't have to break the bank, obviously. So we're not talking about like enoki's or anything, but you could do like half shiitake, half baby bella, half but you could like saute or sear them extremely hard and get a little bit of color. Like you could use like a beef broth base or a little demi ice cube or something like that. Kind of make it more like a velouté instead of the cream route. It might add a depth to that. Be more gravy-ish than like cream soup-ish.
True. I do like good cream soup though, but yeah.
Dude, do you know it would be so good? I love those the French fried onions. Like I could eat them as a snack out of the bag. But do you know that they make those in the jalapeno variety that you can just buy?
Yes, I've done that.
I want that on top of green bean casserole, please. From now till the end of forever. Thank you. Whoever's listening.
I don't know. Those French fried onions are pretty legit though.
Dude, well, maybe a mixture of both. Onions and jalapenos on top.
Or because you're going to have, it depends on how big of a casserole dish you have.
Sure.
If you have a smaller one, you just put it on the bottom and the top. Of course, the bottom get all mushy and whatnot, but it's okay. And the top is crispy and delicious.
Yeah, I'm just going to have heartburn every day for the rest of my life, and I'm fine with it. Totally fine with it. It's all I want to eat is spicy.
Is there really any other way?
It's not. Well, I don't go full charcuterie for Thanksgiving, or even if I'm going to somebody's house, not like full on, not antipasto, but in the South we would call it a relish tray. And so it's usually like pickled green beans, pickled okra, olives, pickles. My grandma made pickled beets when I was a kid. She would make them every year, like quarts and quarts of them.
That just sounds good.
It's really, really good. And what else? Probably deviled eggs. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to clean my fridge out as an homage to that tradition. And there's going to be a chunk of Parmesan. I think I've got blue cheese and garlic stuffed olives right now, baby dill pickles. I have a jar of pickled okra and some roasted red peppers. So just going to lay that out pretty like on a tray. And then I'm going to do some jalapeno jelly over cream cheese and serve with Triscuits. So
nice.
Maybe like in the couple hours, everybody gets here, can hang out. And, we're all from work. So it'll be like the first 10 minutes, it'll be like, no work talk allowed. And we'll talk about the weather for the next 10 minutes. And then it'll be all work after that, because that's what happens. Then you
crack open a beer and then the work talk.
Right. Well, first it'll be like, yes, everybody, these are my dogs. No, they are not horses. They will not hurt you. They're just big and dumb. And so we'll get everybody like mingling. I probably put some Chex Mix out. I'm gonna make a bacon. Speaking of fried onions, I'm going to puree a tub of cream cheese, like not cream cheese, cottage cheese. So for
Okay.
protein, right? So a pound of cream cheese. Oh my goodness, a pound of cottage cheese. Good Lord, it's been a long, long day.
Cheese is on your brain.
It is. Well, because I just talked about it. Anyway, cottage
Mhm.
cheese, right? Blend it up until it's nice and creamy. Onion soup mix packet, crispy French's fried onions, and chopped bacon. And serve that with
Bacon.
everything bagel pita chips.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
They'll have a little spread, bottle of red, bottle of white, little hors d'oeuvres and munchies,
Yeah.
So it'll be good. Do you like anything like that, like a cheese ball?
I do. It's kind of like a spinach artichoke cheese ball,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. But then I also like I get creative and then I make like biscuit dough and stuff like that. But that's just me.
I remember you posted the one. So you have the one dip that you bake that has the biscuits around the side, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Boone's Farm and Milwaukee's Best.
Mad Dog
Nothing but the
2020
best
grape,
for my guests.
grape flavored.
For all of you listening wanting to bring alcohol to my house, I've got nothing but the best.
He said fuzzy navel Boone's Farm.
If
Wild strawberry. Ugh.
someone brought that to my house, I would politely ask them to leave.
You can go right back to where you came from. Happy Thanksgiving.
Right? Get the heck out of here and don't come back. Well, I can't say that because I'll be at someone else's house. I'll be at my buddy's house.
Well,
So
let me ask.
therefore-
So when you get invited to a potluck or a Friendsgiving or something like that, do you have a signature thing that's your go-to to make all the time, or do you base what you're taking on what everybody else is doing?
I just ask, what do y'all want me to make?
Mm.
It's as simple as that. Sometimes I bring whatever I want, but a lot of the times it's like, what do you guys want me to make? Not a problem.
It can
And
be
then-
such a can of worms as a chef, though. Do you find that
Nah,
then people
I'm
ask
good.
for crazy things?
Nah, they
Mm.
usually don't. I work, and if they do, I work smarter, not harder. I find ways to make life easy. But my wife was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna bring turkey stuffing and green bean casserole." So I'm like, "Okay,
Done.
that makes it very easy for me."
Done.
But yeah,
Nice.
and like I said, I'm not the one cooking it, so
Hey.
win.
Win-win. I like to take so I like to make spinach artichoke dip. I have a really easy recipe that I put in the microwave, believe it or not. In a Pyrex dish. It's just all microwaved. It's like canned artichokes, frozen spinach, cream cheese, sour cream, mozzarella, Worcestershire, Tabasco, squeeze a couple lemons, but you can do all that into a microwave safe bowl, cover it in plastic and put it in the
I find myself having to like do the frozen spinach first and then strain all that
Mhm.
excess water off. But otherwise, yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
100%.
I get that. So I do one way or the other. Like I'm like, okay, if the artichokes are really juicy, I'll drain them and squeeze them and pack them. I'm also super lazy. I think we talked about this last time. It was like I like to let gravity do the work or time do the work when I can. So if you pull that spinach out the night before and just sit it in a coffee filter, like or in a strainer over the bowl, in the fridge overnight, it works really well.
Oh,
so
most definitely.
Mhm.
But I mean, this year, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just being lazy. I just don't feel like doing much. But I'm more in it for like seeing friends, and enjoying their presence. But,
yeah, I mean, and this one will be interesting, right? So I've got a couple of folks from the UK, I've got a couple of folks from out of state. Nobody really rolls with the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, so they're just happy to have a place to go and people to hang out with. So there's really no pressure. It's really low stakes. It doesn't have to be like, well, my mom used to this and my granny used to this. Like there's no expectations. It's just like, we're going to hang out and eat a good meal. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to make a
post where like, if they start talking about that, you're going to be like, no one gives a shit.
No. Nah. People can say whatever they want, but One of the things I like about doing a lot of little options is that you can have less of each thing. So like I'm gonna put like a little grazing spread out. You know what I mean? Like the medallions, I've got 6 of them. There's 5 of us. I'm gonna slice them and put them on a platter. You know what I mean? The lamb steaks, there's 4 of them. I'm gonna do Moroccan style chicken thighs. Gonna marinate them with some little cinnamon, little nutmeg, maybe some. Gosh, it might just be like a cinnamon stick, olive oil, salt, garlic, that type of deal. But I'm eventually going to finish them with harissa, and I'm going to do those in the air fryer so the skins get nice and crispy.
That sounds good. I'd be all about that.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a kale salad out there. Super easy: pecans, cranberries, kale. I bought some pre-marinated mozzarella that I'm going to put out with some cherry tomatoes. Like that's an easy little bloop, like a little dish. A little dish to put out on the buffet. I am going to make homemade focaccia bread. Super excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Just the really traditional 2-step recipe. All the olive oil and fun herbs on top. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to make dinner rolls or that. I was like, that is less work than dinner rolls. So that's what we're doing.
I'd be about that. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I have no clue. I'm going to show up and I'm going to be thoroughly surprised. And I'm going to bring alcohol.
And hungry.
I'll probably be hungry, but I'm going to bring alcohol. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to wear a smile on my face and just enjoy everything. Like you said, no expectations.
So when you're hosting like a potluck or Friendsgiving or even regular Thanksgiving, do you have special breakfast plans that you do like on that day?
My goal is to have just a little bit of breakfast because I know I'll wake up. In the past, I used to wake up and just stuff myself, and then I'd I wouldn't eat Thanksgiving. So it's like maybe like an egg taco or something, but that's crazy.
So like something light.
Yeah. Or if I end up getting pizza like from the night before, I'll have like a slice. So it helps.
Yeah. I DoorDashed in breakfast tacos tonight. So for the next 3 days, it's funny that you say that because for the next 3 days, I've got 3 cold breakfast tacos in there that'll be ready to go. So
nice.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's something I don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
I have Cheerios too, but I'm like, the colder it gets, the less in the mood I am for cold cereal. It's just kind of how it is.
I know. So it was funny because my wife got that pumpkin spice frosted wheat.
Gross.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out what I can make with that versus just like having it as cereal. So
it's shredded mini wheats, you said?
Yeah. What the hell is it called? Frosted shredded mini wheats or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I would crush it up and make streusel
because I eat so much cereal. I don't even remember what the hell it's called.
I would crush it up.
Huh?
I would crush it up and make streusel topping with it.
Ooh.
Like butter and oats and brown sugar and more pumpkin pie spice and
then just kind of roll a cookie dough in that, and then just kind of press into it. Oh, look at us!
Look at us doing a thing.
Pumpkin spice chocolate chip cookies, mini wheats.
So gross. So gross.
It's not as they're all right. Okay, it's okay. It's not that bad.
Is it just the pumpkin spice flavor? That's it, right?
Yeah.
Because
for the frosted part. But
hey, I like frosting. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. My friend's wife is making a cheesecake.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, there's going to be options. I just hope there's mac and cheese there. That's all I care about.
You should probably bring emergency mac and cheese.
I should.
I'm just saying.
With my luck, it's going to be like mac and cheese salad.
Like cold pasta salad.
Like, this is horrible.
It's like 40 degrees outside. Why?
Right. That's again with my luck. I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm going to grab something off the shelf that's already made, and then I'm going to be like, God damn it, I royally messed up. But when there's Coors Light and there's whiskey, man, that's a good time right there. Not traditional.
Oof. Why
I'll be having turkey though.
Wild.
Just kidding.
Hey. Bum. Steve, have you seen all over social media this week Matthew McConaughey's recipe for tuna salad? Have you seen that clip that's going around? I was going to ask your opinion on it. It's pretty crazy. I'm not
Have
quite
you
sure.
seen
Like,
it?
yeah, I've seen it several times.
It'd be a lot cooler
In between
if
that,
you did.
try. All right,
I was
all
waiting
right,
for you
all
to
right,
say that.
all right. It keeps coming up intermittently. Like I'm trying to like dodge all the wicked crap. And just like every other reel is. So if you care to find me, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see it.
I don't want to see that. I don't
But
care.
this tuna salad, let me run it by you really quick. We'll just
Okay,
go
run it
down
by me.
a rabbit trail really quick. So he says good tuna. So I assume that maybe somebody in his tax bracket is buying like the jarred tuna that's in olive oil, perhaps. Probably not a Starkist can. It's probably not great value in the water, but I don't know. Little sour cream, little mayo, little wasabi, squeeze a lemon, little apple cider vinegar. Okay. Chopped dill pickle, chopped onion, those crispy fried jalapenos that are the pre-made that we talked
Okay.
about,
Mm-hmm.
frozen peas, and corn. And like every influencer and their mom is like, this is the most amazing tuna salad ever. And I'm like, uh-huh. Why? Like, why? It's just a lot of things going on there.
Peas,
Now,
corn, and
I'm
pickles.
in I don't know. I'm in the camp that you are. Like whatever you add to tuna, I'm gonna need it to cover the tuna up. That's how I feel about tuna.
Well, see, the problem though is then you have to go breathe on people. Hi, salutations. Like just breathe real hard and get that tuna breath on people, and it's just funny.
I don't know. People are eating it like it's the next. I don't know. I don't know, dude.
To have that, I would have to have really good warm toasted bread. And
yeah, I know you like a toasty sandwich.
Yeah, toasty bread and cold tuna salad just doesn't sound good.
I'm not a tuna salad fan anyway. I was trying to think the other day. I was like, maybe that would be good with chicken in it, but it's the corn and the peas that are just really tripping me up.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, but Matthew McConaughey also can say, I'm going to throw some mud in there, some tuna, some avocado, some black olives, a little bit of turpentine, and voila, the world's greatest tuna salad. And influencers are going to be like, oh my God, Matthew McConaughey made
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They can all go kick rocks, except Matthew McConaughey because he's cool.
He is cool. I'm going to do roasted Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. Sorry, guys, right back on track. And butternut squash, all as a combo, all together. Just a good caramely roast, salt, pepper, garlic, onion.
Yeah, I have to look and see what all we're doing now. It was funny because my friends that we're going to, they sent out this massive group text of like 15 people, and so then it went from like 15 people to why is so and so on this? Well, why is so and so on that? And
that's
I'm not gonna
embarrassing.
lie, it was hilarious. I mean, I felt bad, but at the same time, I was like, that's pretty funny. I don't know what happened, but it did. So yeah,
that's so awkward.
Okay, sweet potato souffle, 8 adults, 4 kids, maybe 10 adults. Crescent rolls.
What's a sweet potato souffle?
Souffle made out of sweet potato and lots
but like what?
Imagine.
Bird.
What is the word? Let's see. Pork butt in protest of turkey. We can have everyone bring chairs. Let's see. Max is making lasagna. One of their kids is making lasagna. That's funny. So there's going to be a smorgasbord. Let's see. Cheesecake is done. Made cookie dough. Brown butter chocolate pecan. Holy crap. That's going to be good.
Got brown butter chocolate pecan what?
Cookies.
Oh, cookies.
Yeah.
All I heard was holy crap.
Deviled eggs. crescent rolls, can of ocean spray and cranberry sauce for my wife because that's what she likes.
It only tastes good if it's in the traditional shape of the can.
It's true.
I'll fight you.
I think I'm
I'll
gonna
fight you.
try your method of warming it up with like some Dijon and mixing it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be kind of cool.
Pretty good on meat. It's really good on meatballs too. Or little smokies.
Yeah.
Little sausages.
We'll throw that on my really fatty, buttery, brined, injected, mayo-y turkey. I swear to you, like I put so much fat in there. Like my doctor hates me for eating it, but at the same time, it feels so right.
Guess what? One day a year, it's not gonna kill you.
Well, what I should do is do it like how like all the influencers get their brisket and they squeeze all that juice out. I need
Just
to
for
get a
the
turkey
camera?
breast and
Yeah.
just, yeah,
Ugh.
maybe have like mayo coming out and butter. Oh my gosh, I'll take a big bite out of it. My beard's gonna be all greasy and shiny.
Gross.
Yum.
Skip. Swipe. I don't want
Right?
to see it. I don't want to see it. Steve, you're gonna be proud of me. Are you ready for this?
You're making truffles.
I'm making a pumpkin pie.
That's just as good.
Yeah.
Throw some cream cheese with it, and you have a cream cheese pumpkin pie, and then you hate it less.
I didn't say I was going to eat it. I said I was making one.
Oh well.
Touche.
I'm gonna make you a pumpkin pie one day, and you're gonna actually like it. It's gonna have like a graham cracker crust.
Sounds like a threat.
A ton of chocolate, your pumpkin filling, cream cheese, candied pecans, marshmallows, whipped cream, tuna, peas, corn.
You had me all the way to the whipped cream. I was like,
up to the peas.
Yeah, I could mess with that. Sweet. And not the tuna. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a cranberry apple pie as well.
Cranberry apple pie. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to make streusel topping to go on top. So I'm cleaning out the cabinet and the fridge on some of these things, right? So I have one packet of apples and cinnamon instant oatmeal left, and I'm gonna smush it up with a little extra flour and butter and make a crumble topping for the pie and get rid of it.
I'll send you my pumpkin spice mini shredded wheat cereal. You can use that too.
You're gonna get it right back since it's return to sender on it.
I'm putting it in my kitchen too. Okay.
Do you know what mini shredded wheats are really good for? They're really good for when you're making. Garbage? No, I mean I like the frosted ones, but they're really particularly good for making a thatched roof effect, and it looks like it's snow when you're doing a gingerbread house.
Oh, nice!
If you like crack them in half and use the frosted part, it looks like a snowy roof. Roof. No, that's dogs. Roof.
We found a word you can't say now.
Roof. I think that one really depends on where you're from, to be honest. So,
true.
Yeah, but it looks like it snowed on your shingles. In other words, it's really cute if you're building a gingerbread house.
For me, I don't make gingerbread houses. I eat them.
Hey. I don't want anything that I don't want to eat anything that many hands have touched. That's just me. No. I like gingerbread, like the bread. Do you like that? Like the really spicy, dark, chewy.
I've done it before and it's good. It's not my favorite, but I would totally eat them. What I like to do is nowadays they have like those Oreo gingerbread houses, air quotation. It's like Oreo cookies. I don't even put the house together. I just eat the cookies and like empty the frosting into my mouth. Total gluttonous, and I'm okay with that.
I love it so much.
Speaking of which, did you see the newest crumble cookies this week?
They're pies, right?
Yeah, they're all pies. And they like my God, I can only take so much. Like diet, no diet, don't care. I gotta get some.
Yeah, they look like little baby pies. They're pretty adorable.
I know. My wife better pick some up before. We'll go on Friday. It's fine.
So I got to taste a local favorite bakery here I got for my staff, I got some mini stuffed croissants, is this bakery's specialty. Little place called Bernie's in Raleigh. And I got like 6 dozen assorted. And so one, I just got plain glazed. And then I got an assortment of like raspberry, apple, cherry, key lime, lemon, and peach.
Dang.
They were incredible. I had like maybe 1.5 because I was just like, this is going to go bad and I'm going to eat 18 of them. So I'm going to exit the room really quickly. So I just wanted to try and see what all the fuss was about. But like, yeah, there's a reason why they have a reputation. This is the most delectable, buttery, teeny tiny little croissant with all the filling. Like they had like 20 flavors. It's insane.
Nice.
Bavarian was one of the flavors, and that's one of my favorite things ever. Bavarian cream.
That sounds good. That just sounds all sorts of good right there.
I'm gonna round out the meal with red wine poached pears.
Okay, I'd be about that.
With cinnamon whipped cream.
So served cold.
Served cold, chilled. Yep. I'll poach them the night before. Let them cool. Cut them in half. And like arrange them really pretty on a platter with a little dollop of that whipped cream on each.
I'd be about that.
Yeah. I missed out of the list. I'm making Parmesan mashed potatoes and roasted asparagus. Nothing like crazy special there, but from scratch, and it'll be good. So.
Oh, yeah. I still feel like that could be traditional.
Well, there's no stuffing. There's no cranberry sauce. There's no sweet potatoes. Not traditional.
No turkey.
I don't know. I've never had asparagus on Thanksgiving. Not gonna lie.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to do asparagus?
In the trash.
No, really.
I like to just griddle them, throw them on the grill, get a little bit of that, like throw some clarified butter on them, and get them all, like charred and whatnot. And then I'll eat asparagus. I hate it less than I hate green beans. I promise you, I do like vegetables. Okay, I promise I do. But asparagus and hollandaise. It's my go-to.
I use the broiler. So for everybody at home, the broiler is just an upside down grill. Yay.
Yeah.
So you all have the capability, but I like to use the broiler, and I like to do lemon Parmesan. So like zest and juice, salt, pepper, and fresh parm, and it all gets like crispy and melty. And
see, I always forget about lemon juice because I know that would like really make the asparagus 10 times better. I always forget it.
Even something acidic like balsamic vinegar really helps asparagus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I could definitely try that.
Steve, are you willing to disclose maybe the worst thing you ever ate at a potluck?
So a friend of mine, I think he had just finished culinary school and they were doing some sort of potluck.
Oh no.
And he just got like you, just empty the fridge, threw it tons of crap into a casserole dish and made it. And I made the mistake of showing up kind of buzzed and borderline drunk. And I ate it and I thought it was like pretty good. And he's like, bro, it's just like this is the grossest.
It was the joke.
Like, it's good, man. I need something to sober up. It's good. And he was like, wow. But
so,
I mean, like I think they threw chicken and stuff in there. But I mean, it was like in hindsight, it wasn't the best. But in blurred sight, didn't suck.
There were a few folks that you and I went to culinary school with that had questionable practices. I remember a few of those parties getting thrown that was just like, are we all at school to learn how to cook, or like what's happening here? And I remember that there was one guy, I don't remember his name. It's been a very long time. This guy legit thought you could make,
20 years.
Yeah, I know. This guy legitimately thought that you could make salsa verde with green tomatoes. He didn't know what a tomatillo was. So it was like the most watery, bland thing. It was the most white people thing I'd ever seen.
I don't think I ever went to anyone's like parties. I hung out with a few people, but I never went to parties.
We hung out.
Myself. Well, you and I did, but we didn't like party. You know?
No, and I don't mean like a rager. It's just like people would be like, we're making food, or we're having a grill night. That was like everybody's favorite. And half of it would be inedible because nobody knew what they were doing.
I remember before one of our practicals, I had a friend of mine show up and I cooked her like everything that was on the practical. I think one of them, the ingredients is rabbit. And like,
Nice.
she liked everything. It was, but I mean, like for a beginner, for me,
Sure.
I did a decent job and I was good. I was ready for it. So, but I mean, I didn't really. There was a lot of people that we went to school with that I'd never tried their food.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to.
Yeah. I mean, you dodged a bullet.
Well, I'm glad for that.
You dodged a bullet.
This is where being antisocial kind of came into play. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't, being that Steve and I both work in the, food / retail / hospitality / service industry, right? We don't work office jobs where there's a bunch of potlucks and bring your own this and that to meetings. But I can't imagine being like in an office building where 30 people are bringing casserole, it's going to be terrible. You know what I mean?
Speaking of potlucks, we had one at work last week and my kitchen was out of commission. So I had to improvise.
Oh,
yeah. I bought like big stuff in and I threw like, canned hatch peppers that were all diced up and pre-cooked bacon because I didn't have a working kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
No judgment.
And mixed it all up with like cream cheese, and so it was like popper stuffing, and I topped it all off with cheese, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds like a hit. That sounds like a winner.
It really was, and again,
I want that stuffed into jalapenos.
That would be pretty dope if it was stuffed like in a poblano,
Mm-hmm.
like even more in there, and then you air fry it. Holy crap! That would be good. Batter it, deep fried.
Yes.
Like, how can you make it more unhealthy? Chili relleno stuffed with popper stuffing and cream cheese and battered and fried. Served with ranch. That's not traditional Thanksgiving.
That's not traditional chili relleno, for one.
My Mexican ancestors are disowning me right now.
They're throwing all the molcajetes at you.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
You got to say it in Spanish. No.
No.
Yeah.
No in Spanish.
How would you say it in French?
No. It's N-O-N. No. No.
You have peanut butter on the roof of your mouth? Yeah.
Ooh, peanut butter. I want spicy peanut butter. Is that a thing?
Hot honey peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On a hot sourdough. Shoot. Right now. I wonder if I could DoorDash something close to it.
Hot honey peanut butter banana.
Yes. Hot honey peanut butter banana. And is it like habanero? Habanero jelly?
Deep fried.
Stop.
Everything's going to be deep fried.
It's because you eat all that healthy meal prep, so you repress all your feelings. That's why you want those things all the time. You want everything unhealthy.
I cheat on my diet 24/7. It's all a lie. It's all a lie.
I only walk the dogs so I can eat. That's it. All the counting the steps and the miles. I don't have to earn my food. That's also a complete lie. But I like to think that it keeps me fit enough to eat what I like.
It's a fair,
I
endorse it. Yes.
Well, Steve, I can't wait to hear all about what your friends bring to this party. I'm super excited about this. Nobody's ever been to my house, so I'm getting to host something, which is great.
Are you going to get all dressed up?
Absolutely not.
Are you going to play raging music?
No. I'll probably try to figure out how to have whatever football game is important on my only streaming TV. I have no idea. I'm sure Hulu has some sort of Thanksgiving Day, here's the parade and crap. Like, I don't
You
know.
should YouTube like a spelling bee and be like, I'm going to put on some local sports. And it's like a spelling bee. To mess with people.
I feel like the most not sport ever. Like, this is a bocce ball competition from 1988. I thought you guys would like it. Nobody will ever come back.
Hey, I like peace and quiet. That's how you get it done. Doesn't have
I
to be
think
perfect. It just has to work.
I think five people and 2 dogs in this space there'll be noise enough. There won't be need for anything else. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Sounds
Steve,
fun. I'm excited for you.
yeah, I'm excited for you too. I can't wait to hear all about it.
My day of chill.
I'll send you pictures. Have fun at work. But until next time, gotta go. Bye.
Bye. It's a